to my channel. Okay guys, so today I am filming Lucas 6 months update. I know it's a little bit late, he turned 6 months on the 14th, but it's okay. I know I've been kind of like lazy with my channel lately. I apologize guys, but I don't know, just I've been pretty busy with other stuff, and I don't know, just some days I don't feel like filming so much. So anyways, but here we go. He's napping right now, by the way, and I hope he stays asleep and let me film the video. So I can make it quicker if he's not here. So let's see. So he went to the to his pediatrician on Thursday. No, sorry, Monday. Monday. And he weighs 14 pounds, 14 ounces. I was talking to a friend of mine like the night before, and I said, I bet you he must be close to 15 pounds because he is heavy. And yep, he is 14 pounds, 14 ounces. Okay guys, my husband came into the room, so I had to stop the camera. But anyways, so okay, so he weighs, like I said, he keeps getting bigger and bigger. So yeah. Then his height is 24 inches, 0.6. The doctor said he's a little bit behind. You know, she said that we have to kind of watch him closely and see. But I mean, not a lot. But I'm not sure really how tall he should be by now. But you know, mind you, I mean, he was born 5 weeks early. He was 17 inches when he was born, so he has grown a lot, anyways. But you know, I'm not sure, maybe he should be 25 inches by now, I don't know, but he's 24.6. What else? He's eating like crazy. He's super fussy. You know, he kind of started at first, you know, putting his hand on his mouth and kind of chewing on it, but he wasn't fussy really. But then that turned into, you know, chewing his hand, like drooling all the time, and getting very cranky. Sometimes he cries so loud, and I don't know if it's a mix of that he's hungry. It's like he wakes up and he cries. That's almost usually the first thing he does, and you put the bottle and that's it. Like, that's all you need. But yeah, he's super fussy, guys. Like, there are some nights that I sleep pretty well, and others that what it really kills me is when he wakes up 2 hours after he finally fell asleep. And he falls asleep, let me tell you, he falls asleep pretty late, very late actually for a baby. I hear a lot of people saying that they put their kids in bed by like 7:30. I wish I could do that. This little guy, he doesn't fall asleep till like 11:30. Sometimes, if he's very fast, like midnight. So yeah, so when he wakes up, say he fell asleep at, I don't know, 11:30, and then he wakes up again at 2 or 2:30 in the morning, that kills me. Like, for the rest, then next day I'm like a zombie, because it really, when he sleeps like 4 hours in a row at least, that's fine with me. Like, I get good rest. But if he wakes me up 2 hours, you know, to eat 2 hours after he fell asleep, that really messes up my schedule, and the next day I'm like a walking zombie. It's pretty bad. So yeah, so sometimes he sleeps through the night, sometimes he doesn't, and especially now that he's teething, sorry, he doesn't do that. Let's see. Okay, he also has switched to regular formula because I'm not sure if I mentioned these guys on one of my updates, but he was born a little bit anemic. And then we gave him like an iron supplement, and we checked his levels and they were fine, and then the doctor wanted him to get off from the supplement and see if his levels were fine. Well, he got his blood test again, like, I'm gonna say 3 weeks ago, actually over 3 weeks ago, and they haven't called me, so I'm guessing everything is okay. So yeah, so they did a follow-up, and the doctor, his pediatrician, said the other day that he can go now to regular formula. He doesn't have to have the preemie one, which is great, because the preemie, number one, it comes only in like those cans that they're not very big, and they last like 2 days and a half. That's one thing. And so if I can buy any other formula, I can buy like bigger, you know, containers, and I save money, because, you know, the bigger the container, the kind of whatever, the more you save. So In fact, I did get a bunch of formula before Hurricane Irma, and we didn't lose power. Like nothing major happened here, especially here in my house. And now I'm still giving him that formula. I still have another container that I bought. And also his torticollis has improved a lot. We had physical therapy yesterday, and the lady there said that she sees a big change. His range of motion, like with the neck, is much better. And also he did have like a flat spot in the head that it was pretty bad. I mean, I remember him seeing like, doing tummy time and looking at him, and I'm like, wow, like the back of his head looks very flat. And now it's getting much better. It's getting more even, and it's getting much better. He still has a flat spot, but way smaller than what he used to. She said that he looks much better. His whole face, because that when they have the flat head syndrome, that not only affects the head but like the shape of the face too. It's pretty tricky, guys. So I'm so happy. I was so happy to hear that, because I thought I was seeing improvement, but sometimes you kind of, it's wishful thinking. Like you want him to get better, so you see things and that they're not there. But she said yes, I do see an improvement. So that's fantastic. So what else? Oh, and he's gonna go to physical therapy 3 more times at least. I hope he doesn't need any more. I really hope he doesn't, because it's $48 copay every time we go. And yes, we do have insurance, but you know how the US is when it comes to healthcare. You still have to pay for many things. You still have to pay a copay and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm okay with spending $48 3 more times, but I don't want to have to go like 8 more times. You know what I mean? So yeah. And he's gonna go on like Thursday. What else? And yesterday, that physical therapy session that I told you about was the first official physical therapy session, because what he had like over a month ago was the evaluation, was to see him and see exactly what he had and diagnose, and they diagnosed him with torticollis and stuff like that, and the flat head. And then my insurance took like a month to approve us as usual. And so, so we didn't have another session. We didn't see the physical therapist till yesterday. So, but she gave us, the first time we went there, she gave us a few exercises to practice, and that's what we've been doing. If you follow my vlogs, if you've been watching my vlogs, you've seen him doing the tummy time and all that. So yeah, so that's what he has been doing, and thankfully, like I said, it's been working, so that's fantastic. Next, he's rolling over. Yes, he finally rolls over, because he had the torticollis. The neck issue was keeping him from rolling over all the way. He was like almost there, but he always needed a push. And now he finally can roll over. The first time he did it was like the night before the hurricane, the night before Irma made landfall here in Florida. So that was kind of funny. Like we were, the storm was just about to start, and he was in the bed, and suddenly, before I knew it, he rolled over like nothing, and he put the head up and stuff. So yeah, and now he keeps doing it. It's like once he learned to do something, he wants to do it all the time, and he keeps getting better, because at first he had like one of his arms was like stuck like under his body, like he was like this, and now he's able to move that arm out, and he stays like that, and then he starts kind of like swimming in the bed, and then he gets frustrated, and you have to just put him on his back again. But yeah, it seems almost every time I put him on his back, he rolls over. He wants to roll over. So yeah, what else? And he has a lot better head control. I mean, when he roll over, like I said, he lifts his head. At first we had to do the tummy time with that boppy launcher, and now he has been doing it without that. If I see he's having a bad day, he's kind of fussy or whatever, I still use the launcher maybe a couple times a day, but for the most part he has been doing it without the launcher. So that's really good. That's another improvement. And what else? And his next milestone should be sitting on his own. By 6 months, they are supposed to be sitting on their own. Remember, he's a preemie. He was 5 weeks early, so the doctor says that it's gonna take him a little bit longer to do it. But now that's what we're working on. And the physical therapy, since his neck is much better now, she gave me a few exercises to make his core stronger so he can sit on his own, without assistance and all that. And she told me, she gave me a few tips to practice to help him, get stronger and be able to sit on his own. So that's his next milestone, because I told the doctor, it's like he wants to stand up a lot. And she said, that's great, but he has to sit before he can stand and like walk and stuff like that, because being seated, she said, helps with the curvature of the spine and stuff like that. And so he's supposed to step by step, he want to skip a step and he shouldn't do that. So we want him to sit on his own first, and then he can stand and practice all that. There's a toy, there's one of those like exercise stations or whatever that I want to get for him. I think it's going to be pretty useful for him. The doctor said though that to make sure he's not like on tippy toes, because that's kind of bad for the Achilles tendon, I think she said. So we have to make sure that he's able to sit as well, like to stand up but also to sit down if he wants to. So, and I want to get one of those because I think it's going to also to help him to not have, the head, towards like against something and, get flat again and all that. And what else? Oh, and okay. I saved one of the most important things for last. We finally have an appointment with the genetics doctor. Yes, finally. But guess when, guys? November 2nd. So, and it's not for sure that they're gonna draw the blood that day. We might need authorization from the insurance to do that afterwards. Like I told the lady, I said, please, like I really hope you guys can at least get the blood, because I asked her how long it's going to take for the results, and she told me she cannot tell me. The doctor is going to tell me, because it depends on the test they do on him and to the lab they send it to. So the results are going to take between 1 and 2 months, up to 2 months, which means we're probably going to find out if he has something next year. I mean, it sounds awful, right? But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Then December, the first week of December, I'm going to be out of the country. I'm going to Argentina to visit family and friends. So yeah, I mean, like I said, so that's why I hope on that appointment, at least they get the blood sample so we get things moving, you know what I mean? Even though the results are going to take forever, as you can see, but at least, I would like them to do that. And also, she told me that the appointment is 1 hour long, and they're gonna ask all kind of questions about my medical history, my family history, my husband's medical history, and his family history, as well as Lucas' medical history, of course, and they're gonna examine him. So, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be 1 hour long. I don't know what to expect. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm gonna say. My concern is that we go to that doctor and she takes a look at him, because those kind of doctors are trained to find features like facial features or physical features that kind of make them suspect or that tell them that the kid might have certain genetic disorder, like so I'm a little bit scared that she's gonna check on him and whatever and say, yeah, I think he has whatever thing, because that, I mean, till we don't get the results, we're not gonna know. But I hope she doesn't tell me anything like that. I mean, I would prefer for her to, if she does see something that concerns him, I would prefer for her to like wait till we get the result and she give us the result and explain to us if he has something. I think it's gonna be better, because if she kind of tells me, I think he might have whatever, oh my gosh, like she's gonna ruin my whole holiday season, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, everything, you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be thinking about that and I'm gonna say, oh my gosh, and I'm gonna be depressed even before having any results, and I don't want that. So yeah, guys, so that's the news. It's a pretty big update, I think. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Other than that, I mean, he's growing amazing. Like I said, I'm happy to see improvements on the neck, on the flat spot in the head. Like, I feel that little by little, he's overcoming his preemie issues, that I always talk about. He still has the inguinal hernia. Like I said, that seems to not go away. It seems that doesn't go away on its own, like I thought. he still has it, and when he cries super loud, that thing pops out, and it's kind of creepy. But when he's okay, he's quiet, you don't even know it's there almost. I mean, it's almost, you don't see it. But again, you know, we're waiting for the genetic test results to decide if he's gonna have the surgery, or like how they're gonna do it. If he would happen to have something, there's a chance they might have to sedate him and do like local anesthesia, if that's a chance, which I don't know. The doctor's gonna say that. Or what? Or if we're gonna take the risk to do the surgery, or we're gonna just decide to not do it. The thing is, sooner or later, I think it's gonna have to get it done, because you know, I have a feeling that might get worse if we leave it just like that. And again, the danger of that is that the hernia can get stuck, and if it gets stuck, that's an emergency, and then they will have to, you know, it's not the same to do like a scheduled surgery than to have to do like emergency surgery, you know what I mean? It's always better, and you have better chances of a better outcome when it's planned, and you know, when the doctors know what's going on, and when they have a big team there to help and assist and do whatever they have to do. So we would much rather have it, you know, scheduled, and you know, I think things are it's gonna be a little bit less scary. It's still gonna be scary, but less scary than if it's like an emergency situation and then they have to do the surgery. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click on the little bell there, so you get, you know, every time I upload a video, you get a notification and you don't miss out on any videos. And I will see you guys very soon. Also, I do have to film the video for the Candy Lips giveaway, because I see I have passed 1,000 subscribers, so I'm gonna film a video telling you guys, you know, the rules are gonna be pretty simple. Like, you have to be subscribed to me and leave me a comment on that video to be entered. Just about that. But I'm gonna make an official video for that. Okay, guys? Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!